Hey everyone, got a really exciting show for you today. A lot of talk about forbearance. And one of the things we will see in this industry is there's some very, very capable companies really getting us very accurate information. And one of those companies is Black Knight. And my student was nice enough to get a report and share it with us. So we are going to talk about it. Let's welcome Leandro to the show. How you doing, man?
Doing great, Michael. Thanks for having me.
Hey man, I really appreciate you sharing this report with me. I had not seen it, but I think it tells a story that is far better than the talking heads on TV and other YouTube entertainers want to admit. So why don't you kind of set up what you took away from the report, and then we'll actually bring it up. And again, this report 100% dedicated to Black Knight. They are the producers of it. But why don't you kind of say when you looked at it the first time, what did you see?
No, Mike, this is something that I really look going to this report every month. It's an open report that it's a lot of data for free, and we can take a lot of conclusions and guide us through these uncertainties that we are living right now. So I think that the overview starts. It's a pretty nice because shows you that the change in the delinquency rate is down 3%.
Yeah.
So the early stages, people that are asking for the forbearance continue to show strong performance going down. So people
Yeah.
are not asking for more forbearance. No, this is the first one.
Yeah. I think it's interesting. When I saw the report, again, I hadn't seen it, was so appreciative. So every time you get the report, feel free to send it to me. Look at that. Nice action item for you. But it was like, wow, this is not what people want to talk about. Everybody wants to scare people. Everybody wants to talk about this 3 million number. And oh, by the way, it's going to get, it's growing. It's horrible. It's a bubble. It's going to explode. We're all doomed. And I just don't think that's true. So let me, instead of talk about it, let me bring it up. We're bringing up the summary page. Hopefully this works. Yep. Look at that. You're seeing that?
Yeah, it's loading. Let's
Okay.
see.
Yeah. So give it a sec.
Yes, now I can see.
Yeah. So really what this is this is obviously September. So it's not quite October, but it is a
Yeah,
cut. Again, give credit where credit's due. This is Black Knight. And again, I think we'll just read them left to right, right? The change in the delinquency rate down 3%. That's a good thing, not a bad thing. Yeah.
yeah. And the second one on the center of the stats, you see that the serious delinquency, because a lot of people is saying, okay, the people that are on the forbearance plan, they will not have an option on, so they're gonna be foreclosure, and you see that the serious delinquency is also down. Also, so there is
Mhm.
improvements also on this trend.
Yeah. And again, this is not what people want to talk about, right? People want to scare people, talk about. And again, let's be clear. I think there are going to be some cities that have real problems, like Las Vegas just being the
Yeah,
most obvious to me. But these numbers are national. And, again, there's
yeah,
just all of these cross currents. What did we get? What report did we get today? We got, what did we get? October unemployment, 6.9%, right? There were people calling for, we couldn't get below 10%. Now we're below 7. Things are getting better. And, are things perfect? No, of course not. Could things be better? Of
yeah,
course. But we are dealing with a once in a lifetime, knock on wood, health crisis. And, the American economy is so resilient. I'm so impressed. And as we get through this, things will get better. So yeah, down 43,000 serious delinquencies is a
yeah,
good thing, not a bad thing. I mean, that could very easily be up
yeah. No,
further. Yeah.
that's what you say. No, the media wants negative stuff. Good news do not give audience. That's
Yeah.
something that I truly believe. This is true. So that's the way that I don't watch too much TV, because the negativity and and all this attracts audience.
Yeah.
So if you go to the page number 6, you're gonna see the improvements. There is a metric there on the current as of September, and the COVID-19 peak. If you can scroll down to the
I
page
think I did.
6,
Yep.
give us more at this one. So you see that the 30 days delinquency in 69 on the current and on the peak. So the 30 and 6 is well better.
Mhm.
The 90 days, there's a lot of people there still, no,
Oh, wow.
negotiating.
Yeah. Well, yeah, what I want to tie, because again, I've been doing this since the Great Recession. This is important, right? So folks, just so you can see where I'm looking at, it took me a second. So look at the far left column is just the days, right? 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Then there's a current, right, where we sit today as of September, just based on when you're seeing it. Then the next column is the peak, like where was it its worst? And then for me, having experienced the Great Recession, that third column is eye-opening.
Mm.
You know, wow, that's impressive. So we are basically 1/3 of the peak of the Great Recession today. For 30 days late, we are maybe 1/2 for 60 days. And I guess we're probably 80%, 75% of the 90-day average. That's pretty cool. Active foreclosures, look at that. I mean, folks, stop telling me about foreclosures coming. A forbearance does not equal the start of a foreclosure process. It's an agreement between the lender and the borrower. Look at the active foreclosures. It's less than 200. The Great Recession, it was 2.3 million. We're 90% below. That's crazy. This is eye-opening stuff right here. This is really good stuff by Black Knight.
Yeah. So if you can download every month, you download the monthly report, and it's good insights, because it's all the trends that you see on the real estate, because they say about the refinance. If you scroll down, there is the level of refinance, everything that is going on in our industry, and give us some insight of what is we can expect to the future. No.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Well, this is a lot of data. I really like that they have the Great Recession in here, because a lot of the YouTube entertainers that have very big channels are so young, they didn't experience the Great Recession. I've been doing this 20 years, and I was in the mix of that column and saw the pain and desperation. We're just not there. It's a different environment. We have banks that are giving people forbearance. That did not happen in the Great Recession. That's why these numbers are so different. It's why in the Great Recession, if you got 60 days late in the Great Recession, you were 80% sure to get foreclosed on. I mean, that's an amazing number.
Yeah.
What do you see here? You see less than 2%. I mean, it's just a wildly different market. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Well, very cool, man. Any other takeaways from this? I guess the takeaway is, hey, the market's doing better than people want you to think.
Yeah, and you see that there is the trend that we must follow, because the active plans start on June, July, August, September. So you see the numbers that is going to show us in the future, like November, December. You're gonna see how those people that enter in a late stage will behave. So this is gonna be important to keep following this report to see what we can expect.
Yeah, and I assume it's just blackknight.com. I haven't looked it up, but I will at blackknight.com.
Yes, correct.
And it's night with a K, right? It's like the
Knight.
Yeah, Black Knight. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll put that in the description of this video. Any closing thoughts on this one? I thought that was a great report, and really appreciate you sending it to me.
No, that's what you always say about getting data now, and not trying to be focused on YouTubers, all these people that want to make our attention with bad news. It's just everyone be careful, take some data, do your analysis, and then we start to make your judgments, not based on facts that people are telling, but there is no source.
Exactly. Well, man, I appreciate you giving me some time. Really like going through the questions from the course. I think that will help people. I think the course is game changing. It gives you work to do, but again, like you said, you got to do the work. I mean, what kind of student do you want to be? So I thought that was awesome. So thank you very much for doing this. I had a lot of fun.